Everybody, welcome back. Let's take a look at some more children's books. This book is an animal alphabet book. This is great if your child is just learning the alphabet letters and sounds. You'll notice there's not a lot going on in here seemingly, but there's so much that you can do with books with just a little bit of creativity and imagination. You can see it starts off with just 2 letters, but if you take a look there, the A is represented by the ant. If your child already knows some other letters, you can ask them, what does soup start with? What does spoon start with? There's the butterfly for the B. So you want to practice the letters and the sounds as appropriate using these. It's going in order. And then you can see the C and the D become the new ones, and the A and the B get smaller. But now you see the D for the dog, and you see the C. I don't like this one because it's a chipmunk and we don't hear the k sound. We hear ch, which is its own sound. That's a digraph. So, good opportunity for me to talk to you about that. What I would prefer here is a picture that actually makes the k sound like cat or caterpillar. So when you're introducing those sounds, make sure it's the first sound a child's going to learn. We're not going to teach that CH sound just yet. So you can point out to your child, you can write this word out, chipmunk, and you could say this does begin with a C, but it doesn't make the K sound like in cat because the H changes it. And you can just tell them that. They're not having to learn that yet. And then maybe get a different piece of paper and put something else in here to represent that C, like a cat or something like that. Or ask them to come up with a word that begins with the K sound and even look around the room. Or around the house for something, or a picture somewhere else in a magazine or something. So sorry about that one. That's a great opportunity though to remember that we want to always help them understand the letter is connected to a sound, and we want to start out with the most predictable or consistent sounds. And so of course the most consistent sound that C makes is K, like cat. We're going to get into the soft C like city. We'll get into the CKs and the CHs and the SCs and all of that. But in the beginning, you're going to want to teach them that. So then it goes into the next letters E and F and introduces frog. Kind of the same thing here. Frog's not bad, except I would use frog for the blend FR. So if you're working on blends, frog is a good one. For just the F, I would have stuck with something like fish. E is for elephant, and there's the elephant around the plate. And you can just continue to do this, and you can continue to go through this. And again, you can take this a step further. You could create your own alphabet soup, and your children draw their own pictures for each one. They can draw a soup bowl, and they can write the letters in. In this case, they're sticking to the uppercase, but you could have them do the lowercase if they know them, or you could have them write both the upper and lowercase together and then draw a picture that represents that. So grasshopper has the GR. Again, that would be great for blends, but maybe for G you would stick to something like gate or something like that with just the G sound. And so you get the idea, but I just want to show you guys there's so many things that you can do with a simple children's book that you don't need a lesson plan. You just need to kind of think creatively. So take all these tips that I'm giving you, apply them to something new. You really can't do it wrong. Trust your instincts, trust where your child is at, and just work within that range, and you will find that they'll get excited about reading and writing. And again, this is a writing opportunity here as well, so we always want to give children the opportunity to write. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions.